Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. And the Rebels will put total leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Cal Bears offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Feeling some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Back to throw, it's Hussein. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Going up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
With jet sweep pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up a touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Golden Bears are rolling down the field. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On the ground with the counter. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks and were able to get that tackle for loss.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got his man out of the backfield. Powers through the defender. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Going up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They want to run this quarterback. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him.
And that pass picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Back to throw, it's Hussein. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hussein. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today.
The Golden Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're bringing heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback will keep it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Rebels are flying down the field. On the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very... take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the move. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run.
Hey, that's a live ball. He picks it up, still on his feet.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Hussein. He finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Ole Miss ready to send the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Fights off a defender. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hussein. Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen.
And the ball squirted out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. 1st down for this offense.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it behind the lines. It's Parker. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Unloads it downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Rebels! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Yeah, salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Hussein. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game, so here... Railing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Buys a little extra time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Wraps it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the beat touchdown has ensued. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Got it in the middle. It's Rousseau.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. He goes out of bounds, but he just about dared himself. What a return after the interception. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. And tackled there by the defense.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising.
Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Looking for a man. It's Hussein. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
All right, QB, I got to trust you, man. You already threw one pick. Now that one probably should have picked. You got to give me a reason to feel confident I can drop back and let you throw the football again. Or else this leash maybe gets a little bit short. Maybe we start warming up the righty in the bullpen.
And the Golden Bears will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes. He's right at 99 yards, and the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance at winning football games.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And here comes the offense on second down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They had a great day today.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Pat.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Golden Bears are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Coming after it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Quickly to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this